Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a little get ready with me. I thought I would do a little bit of a different get ready with me where I exclusively use the products that I love so much and use pretty much on a regular basis. We're just gonna get right on into it. I did also just work a night shift and so I feel like I'm running on no sleep. Probably slept for like 2 hours. So my face is a little puffy and my eyes are definitely looking kind of tired, little bags, little dark circles. I'm going to use some lip balm, and this lip balm we actually got when we went to Italy. I've also been using the Rhode Beauty peptide lip treatment, and I do like this. I just find it a little sticky on the lips, which isn't my favorite. Like I don't like even a tad bit of stick, so that's why I'm not using it right now. But a balmy lip chap I live for. Next step for our skincare, I was actually sent some of the Rhode skincare products, hence the lip peptide treatment. And this glazing milk was a new launch at the time for Rhode, so I have had this product for quite a while, and I love Rhode skincare products. Like they're very good. I think that they come at a very affordable price point. This milk like literally looks like milk, and it's like very lightweight but super hydrating, and I just like having it as a layering piece to the rest of my skincare products. And it's just like very calming, soothing. A lot of the Rhode skincare products focus on ceramides, peptides, like those like hydrating but protective barrier ingredients for the skin, which I think is really important for dry skin, but also really great for this transitional period into the colder months, just because my skin just gets so dry and dehydrated from the external cold elements. So I love this product so much, and it retails for 44 Canadian dollars, I believe, which I think is a fair price point, and I think there's still quite a bit of this and I use it very often. Next is hyaluronic serum, and this is the Dr. Barbara Sturm hyaluronic serum, and this is so freaking expensive. And I actually had bought this as part of one of my like experiments testing out skincare products that like top celebrity models use. I'll leave that video linked down below. And while I think it is a good hyaluronic serum, I was gonna call it hyaluronic sea serum, which is an Osea serum, I do find that it's just too expensive for what it is. I am an avid believer that you get your money's worth of your products, and so I'm going to use every last drop of it. But I do love hyaluronic serums. Once I finish this, I'm gonna look for a cheaper alternative, but if you're feeling bougie and you want to feel like all the celebrities, I mean, you could drop some real cash on this. I do think that there are other products which I'm going to share that are more worth the splurge in the Dr. Barbara Sturm collection versus this product, which has a lot of celebrity hype and backup that I believe, you know, make millions of dollars. So of course they can afford it pretty easily, but I'm sure Dr. Barbara Sturm also sends these celebrities these products as well for free, for endorsement on these Vogue beauty secrets. So that's just something to keep in mind when you are watching these videos, is that celebrities, influencers who get a lot of products for free. But this I did pay for, and I don't know if I buy it again for $200, $300. This product, I will say, is unbelievable. This is the Vintner's Daughter Active Botanical Serum, and this is also quite expensive. I think it's 255 Canadian dollars, which is crazy pants. I did also pay for this, and I think I bought it around the same time as that celebrity model skincare video, but I have used it prior to that as well. It is just so delicious. I love the scent of it. I love the way that it makes my skin look and feel. I feel like it just like revives it. It's so hydrating. It does have some essential oil like blends in there, which I know can be irritating for certain skin types and might not be great for like acne prone skin. So just to keep that in mind, though I have heard stories of people who do have acne prone skin who absolutely love that product as well. Aromatherapy is huge. I love the scent of it. I love the way that it makes my skin look and feel, and this is something that I will repurchase at that high price point because I find it's like a miracle serum slash oil, and it just feels so nice under makeup, but I also really love it as part of my nightly skincare routine. I'm almost done this, so I'm very sad that I'm gonna have to ditch out the money again to pay for a new bottle of this, but it is just so incredible. Love that. I have not tried the other products in that line. They recently came out with like and by recently I mean like in the last couple of years, an essence and I think a cleanser. So once I have that oil in, because I have severely dry skin, I go in with a moisturizer as well. And this is the Dr. Barbara Sturm product that I would recommend you spend the money on, and that is the Face Cream Rich. And they do have a regular face cream. If you are a dry skin gal, you need this in your life. Like, it feels lightweight, but it's so hydrating. It is fragrance like free. Like, it doesn't have a scent, but it has a scent, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not like fragrance like a Chanel or Dior moisturizer would be, which is just like actually fragrance. But there is definitely a slight scent to it, but it's like that fragrance-free fragrance, if you know what I'm saying. I would only ever buy the rich version, which of course is more expensive, but I just find it so hydrating. And you are going to look like that glazed donut. You're gonna have very kind of tacky, glazed looking skin, which to some people I understand is very uncomfortable, but I love when my skin is like this before makeup, because I just find that my makeup product glides on top of my skin and it just prevents it from looking like cakey or dry or flaky in some areas. So having super duper moisturized skin for me before makeup is incredibly important. And I also like this look. I just feel like my skin looks quite healthy if I'm doing like a sans makeup, no makeup look, or like literally like I'm not wearing makeup that day. I like just doing this for my skin and I feel just fresh. And no holy grail skincare routine is complete without a sunscreen. And this is another purchase that I discovered through that model skincare routine, and it is wonderful. It's the Ulta MD UV Clear SPF 46. It's got zinc oxide 9% and octysonate 7.5%. And I just take my fingers and I'll do like 2 lines like that, and it looks like super white when you put it on, but it does blend in really nicely. You just have to give it some time. And I like how this feels like a moisturizer. Like, I haven't used a sunscreen that feels like this. It feels hydrating, it makes my skin look good. I do typically have to wait like a few seconds between applying my moisturizer and my sunscreen because I get some kind of reaction if I apply it too close together, and it's kind of like a gamble if it is going to cause a bit of reaction. I think I might be allergic slightly to zinc oxide, but it sometimes does cause some like redness and itchy irritation on my neck, but I just don't want to use any other sunscreen. I just love this one. And again, this is like the finishing topper to that glazed donut skincare look, and you're also protecting your skin, your neck, your décolleté, whatever areas are exposed. And it doesn't matter if there's sun, no sun. Today's a very cloudy, overcast day, and I'm not really going outside, but I'm by a window, and therefore I'm getting sun exposure, UV exposure, so I am applying this. So there is the skincare routine complete. Those are my holy grail products that I'm using almost every single day. Sometimes I do switch it out if I have like a new product to test out, but these are the ones that I'm always going back to that I just absolutely love. I do want to also mention that if I'm not using this, I'm using this. I find them quite similar. They're both like essences, toners, like a thinner serum, and I'll always use one of these two as my base layer before I go in with my serums, my oils, my creams. So the Holy Water by Asian Rephr or the Glazing Milk by Rhode Skincare. So now on to makeup. I've got my beautiful leather case from Etsy that's monogrammed with my like married initials. I'm sure you all know by now my routine for makeup is very simple, but I really just kind of find my cult favorites and I stick with them. So for foundation, the Westman Atelier Vital Skin Foundation. I'm still loving this if I'm wearing foundation, and I just really sparingly apply this where I just want to minimize darkness. So typically it's under my eyes. I do a little bit on my forehead, down my nose, and predominantly around my mouth is where I find I have the most amount of like just discoloration, veins, and I just want to even out my skin texture, skin tone, not texture. And for brushes, it really just depends, but for today I'm going to use the Westman Atelier. This is the blender brush, no, foundation blender brush, liquid blender brush. It came out simultaneously with the serum foundation, which is nice, but it's not my favorite with skincare products. It's hard to explain. I still love this, I just like the coverage, but this brush is phenomenal for blending out makeup. I don't know if you can kind of see, but I am getting a little bit of a reaction down here. But I just take like a Reactin or something, a non-drowsy allergy relief medication. And I'm almost like kind of stippling this when I do blend, but yeah, this brush is phenomenal for kind of giving you that beauty blender finish. Like it's very flawless. Not really been into using my beauty blender lately. I just find brushes as of late just make my skin look better. Next product is actually a NARS concealer, and this is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Affogato Light 1.25. I do have two different colors, but this is the one when I am fair that I do like using for just under my eyes. And I use this slanted hourglass concealer brush, which is phenomenal. It is just like the best concealer brush ever, and I just kind of stipple that under the eye area and on the lid, just because I do find I have some discoloration on the lid that I like to even out, especially before any eyeshadow. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. But yeah, this combo is definitely my favorite right now. And because this is a matte concealer, it can be drying, but I do like that it doesn't leave the under eye area tacky, which I found I would get more with my Kosas Revealer concealer. But if I don't have moisturized skin, I will say it can emphasize the dryness. So it's super important that I do a really nice moisturizing, hydrating skincare routine before I use this concealer. And I just love it, just like fits perfectly in this nook here. Favorite step, holy grail product, is my Westman Atelier contour stick in biscuit. Now I am right down to the very end of this. I have another one, but I've somehow misplaced it. But I do take this Rephr 17 brush, and I just like get as much product as I can onto the top of this brush. Just apply that right to the contours to give a little bit of definition, temples, across my forehead just to make it look a touch smaller. And this brush is also really good for like precise application of cream products, so I love it for this contour, and I also really like it for my blush, like my cream blush. And like I like multitasking brushes. I don't have an issue using the same brush for different products in the same makeup application. I'm just kind of like a very easygoing makeup application gal. Just as like if you would use your beauty blender for multiple areas of your face, that's kind of a similar concept, but with my makeup brushes. And I don't really find that it like deposits too much of the other color or the previous product on the different part of my face. Just a little bit of definition back into the face, a little bit of color, and I just love how seamlessly and natural this is. Like it seamlessly blends into the skin, and it just gives a very natural warmth and contour to the skin. It actually looks quite cool in the container, but I find it applies neutrally to my skin. Like it's not too warm and not too cool. We are back after switching the battery over. I also just find that Westman Atelier products just lie so beautifully on top of each other. All right, there we are. And next we're doing blush, and I have loved this blush for years and still love it, and it's the Kjaer Weis Sun Touched blush. And I like this really any time of the year. I don't just love it during the summertime. And I'm just using that same brush, and I just apply it like right above that contour bronzer area. And I'm not too shy when it comes to blush. I just feel like it looks so beautiful having that flush on the cheeks. And then lastly, for our kind of complexion, this is the Chanel, I think it's called Le Baume highlighter. And this is actually the highlighter that Sofia Richie used in one of her everyday makeup routines, I believe. And I actually had this beforehand and I was so happy that I already owned it because I love the product. And whenever there's a product that a celebrity that's really trending uses, I feel like it sells out so quickly. It happened a few years ago when Hailey Bieber would do her makeup routines or her skincare routines. I just found the products sold out like within minutes, and it'd be really hard to get your hands on them again. And this, you know, Sofia Richie's kind of going through that exact same thing that Hailey Bieber went through, and all the products that she uses are selling out. So that's it for complexion. If I feel like it's too tacky, I will sometimes set under the eyes a little bit on the forehead and the chin. So I might just do that with this Hourglass Ambient Light Infinity Powder. And you may have noticed I do have a few more of like those conventional products. Very minimal, but I just kind of tested it out. I'm not so strict with myself anymore, as long as, you know, my other habits are clean. It's balance, you know? Do what makes you happy, live in balance. And I'm just using this large fluffy brush by Rephr. I feel like I just got, there's like something, there's like a little brush particle or something on my face. I have a lot of products that I like. I recently got, and by recently again, a few months ago got sent some Kosas products, and I've been testing out the Kosas Dual Action Defining Pencil, and this is in the shade Taupe, and I really like it. I like the spoolie on it, so I just brush up my brow hairs, and then it is a little bit thicker than the like Benefit Brow Wiz that I was using beforehand, and I just very lightly fill in my brows. And then after I apply the product, I just brush everything through it and make it look a little bit more soft and natural. And then when it comes to eyes, I have been doing either a little bit of shadow on the lid, some darker smudging on the lash line, and just curling my lashes. Do like the look of mascara, but it's definitely not something that I wear every single day. So I will grab just like a light shade like this, do a light dusting all over the lid. This is the Rephr 26 brush, and I'll go in with like a nice chocolatey brown and just brush that right as close to the lash line as possible and just kind of blend it out. Just give like a really soft look. And I find it just kind of helps define the lash line, and it almost makes my lashes look a little fluffier and denser without applying mascara. Eyelash curler, and just give them a nice curl as close to the lash line as I can. Some days it's easier, some days it's harder to do this. And when I use my Age Nature Lash and Brow Serum, I do find that it just helps kind of polish the brow hairs and my eyelashes a touch. And I like that it's working to help nourish them, grow them. It's a good like alternative. It's like a clear mascara, but with those hydrating oils. And then I guess the last step would be lips, and I think I'm actually just gonna finish off with the Rhode Balm. And this just like I said, it is a little bit, a tiny bit sticky. It's not that sticky, just dramatic, but it's sticky enough that your hair would get stuck on it. And I always like to finish off a look with a fragrance, and my favorite fragrance recently in the last year is the YSL Rephr Intense. This just smells like luxury, sexy, wintry, warm. I love this. I even wear it in the summertime, but this is French kiss. So here we have it, the makeup, skincare, beauty routine with all of my favorite products. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I have lots of content coming up. I know I've been MIA, missing in action, but I will definitely be posting more beauty and actually styling videos on this channel. If you are interested in my vlogs, I do have a vlog channel. I also haven't posted there in a little bit, but I do plan on posting more vlogs because I actually have 2 trips coming up and there's just like a bunch of stuff happening, and I'm going to do my dang hardest to make sure I film those and share a little bit more of my life with you. I do love watching vlog style videos, so I will be producing some as much as I can, but I have a lot of these more curated videos, beauty videos, styling videos, some more Parisian style videos, which I know are really popular on my channel. I'll have them like listed down below. With just like some fresh content, and I'm very excited. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope that you, if you're new here, you subscribe. If you are a current subscriber, I would love to hear any recommendations for videos that you'd be interested in me like covering, topics, etc. But I will be focusing on beauty as well as styling, fashion, just incorporating a little bit more of that into my videos and my channel. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all. I really appreciate your support and your love, and I'm so happy to be back. Like, this is, when I'm creating content, I really do feel the happiest and I feel very inspired, and so I am going to be posting a lot more. All right, I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day, weekend, morning, whatever time of day that you're watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.